Okay, now this video is going to be very interesting and you are going to be the judge to decide which of these phones offer the best lock screen experience. Here we have got the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the Pixel 7 Pro. What we are going to do is we are going to check out the lock screen features and its implementations on each of these phones and see which one offers the best experience and features. I will not be the one who will decide, you are the one who will comment and say which one is the best. You can share your honest opinions in the comment section. Now before we dive in, if you would like to know your phone better, then this is the channel you should subscribe to. Go ahead and smash the subscribe button and smash the like button if you find this video useful as well as entertaining. Now first let's pick up the Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is currently on One UI 5.0 beta. On this phone, this is how the lock screen looks. We of course can customize the looks of it. All we need to do is press and hold on the wallpaper and unlock the device to see the customization options. We can change the clock forms, its colors, fonts and size. Tapping on this wallpaper will show us featured wallpapers, gallery wallpapers, some cool Samsung wallpapers as well. Then we have Samsung's dynamic lock screen, which offers 10 different categories of wallpapers, which gets refreshed every week with brand new wallpapers. Every time we lock and unlock the phone, we get to see a different wallpaper provided the dynamic wallpaper categories are selected. We will never be bored of the wallpapers on the lock screen on the Galaxy phones. That is just amazing. And yeah, you can also notice the clock color changes based on the colors of the wallpapers when you set the dynamic lock screen. Then we have Samsung's global goal wallpapers, which also changes every time the phone unlocks. Apart from the still wallpapers, we can also set video wallpapers on the lock screen, and Samsung Galaxy Store offers some amazing collections of still and video wallpapers which can be directly accessed from here. Unlimited wallpaper options we have got on One UI, which is just fantastic to see. Okay, moving on, we can add the contact information, and at the bottom we get to choose the app shortcuts as well, some of which can be opened without unlocking the phone. For example, calculator, torch, etc. can be opened without unlocking the device. Now here is something more interesting. When we tap on the clock on the lock screen, we can access widgets such as music player, calendar, alarms notification, screen time details, current weather, routines, and voice recorder as well. Without unlocking the device, you can access all this information by just tapping on the clock on the lock screen. Furthermore, we can customize them. We can enable or disable these widgets or even reorder them by tapping on the settings option here. Alright, now moving on, we do get the always on display on Galaxy phones, which can be customized. We can go to settings, lock screen settings. Here we have always on display. I will just tap on this. Here you see we can customize the always on display with various options. We can select tap to show on the lock screen. We can select show always, which consumes a lot of battery. We have an option to show as scheduled. Then we have show for new notifications only. So these are the 4 options we get, and we can select the one we want depending on our requirement. Then we can tap on the clock style to choose the clock you want and the color you want to set on that particular clock. We can also select stickers, AR emojis, Bitmoji, or images from gallery, or we can go to theme store to select some cool free or paid always on displays which can be set on the lock screen. That is cool. This is how the lock screen works on Samsung Galaxy phones. Here I'm not adding further customizations which can be done using Lockstar module on the Good Lock application. Let's stick to the core system features in this video. Alright, now let's move on. Let's pick up this iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is running on iOS 16. This is how the lock screen looks on iPhone. We have a clock on top with a widget section on which we can set 2, 3 or 4 widgets depending on the size. Then the notifications will be shown in the middle. At the bottom, we have shortcuts for torch and camera for quick access without unlocking the phone. Now to customize the lock screen, we can press and hold, unlock the phone. We will see this customization screen. We can swipe to scroll through the previously customized lock screen or tap on plus button to customize it. As you can see on the top, we have got options to select photos from your gallery. Then we have photo shuffle option. We can select emojis, weather information, astronomy, or you can pick a specific color to set on the lock screen. Then we have got some featured lock screen options here. Weather and astronomy lock screens, which provides live weather and astronomical conditions for your current location. Then we have got emojis, the collections which we have already created. Then we have got these color options here. So these are some of the lock screen options that we get, which can be further customized. Now let's select any particular option here. As you can see, we can just swipe to select the color tones for this particular image that you have selected. Then we have an option at the bottom right. You can see we have a 3 dots button here. I'll tap on this. We have got something called depth effect. This effect is going to put these clock behind some of the portion of the image to give it sort of a cool effect and appearance. Then on the top, we have got add option. As you can see, we can set the same wallpaper as wallpaper pair, or we can customize the home screen wallpaper specifically. When you tap on it, this will take us to the home screen customization option, so we are not going to talk about this. I'll just tap on done. Now let me show you what else we can customize on the lock screen here. As you can see on the top here, we've got date and clock information, and we also have these widgets here. I'll just tap on date. Here we can select a particular widget for that specific location. We have some suggestions like calendar, weather, activity, etc. Then we have got clock, Gmail, and some other weather options here. Now let me tap on the clock. As you can see, we can customize the clock as well. We can select the font we want. We can select the color. We also get further color customization options with this grid, spectrum, or sliders. This kind of looks similar to the One UI's customization on the Galaxy phones, but this customization option first arrived on the iOS and then came to Samsung's One UI. But hey, it doesn't matter. We have the features on both these devices. Now at the bottom, you can see we also have an option called focus. When we tap on that, we get some of the focus modes such as do not disturb, personal, sleep, drive, brightness, or work, which can be selected right here. Now there is no live wallpaper option on iOS 16. However, there are some third-party applications which can enable you to create some wallpapers which can be applied on the lock screen, but that doesn't really replace the live wallpapers. And then we do have options to enable raise to wake under display and brightness settings on the phone. Now coming to the always on display on iOS 16, the implementation is quite different from the Androids. The AOD not just shows the clock and date, it dims the wallpaper and the wallpaper will be visible permanently on the screen. As far as the battery life is concerned, this AOD implementation did consume a bit more battery, but in my experience, the optimization is very good. The additional battery consumption was marginal, especially if you set the default wallpapers. This is the lock screen on iPhone for you guys. Now it's time to pick up the Pixel device, the Pixel 7 Pro that we have here. This is on Android 13 and this is how the lock screen looks here. We've got clock on top, then we have got the current date, day and month information, and we also have weather information here. Then we get to see the notifications right at the center. Once you clear all the notifications on the lock screen, this huge clock is going to replace that space. As you can see, when you tap on this, it is just going to give you this animation and it asks you to unlock the device. Now here on the stock Android, we don't have any customization options which can be accessed right from the lock screen. However, we do get options to select the live wallpaper as well as still wallpapers on the lock screen, and we can also customize the clock style here. To do that, all we need to do is press and hold on the home screen and tap on wallpapers and style. Here we can see both home screen and lock screen. We can tap on change wallpaper. As you can see, we have got a bunch of wallpapers here. We have got Google's own default video wallpapers or live wallpapers, which can be downloaded here and applied on the lock screen or on the home screen. We have got many more categories of wallpapers right here at the bottom. And then if you want to choose a photo from your gallery, you can just tap on this to select the images from your gallery. Once you select the wallpaper, you can just tap on this check mark here and we have got the lock screen wallpaper changed. The new wallpaper gets applied. Now to change the clock style, we will have to tap on the settings, tap on display. Here we have got lock screen settings. I'll just tap on this. As you can see, the only option we get to customize the clock on the lock screen is this double line clock. When you disable this, that huge clock on the lock screen will disappear and it becomes a tiny clock right on the top. Unfortunately, that is the only option we have. Apart from this, we do have some other options like now playing, which identifies the songs playing nearby and displays the name and artist of the song right on the lock screen. That's a cool feature we have got on Google Pixel phones. Then we have got always on display customization option here. We just get one toggle, which will always show the time and information on the screen. If you disable this, the always on display turns on only when you tap on the lock screen. Apart from these, we do have another option to add the text on the lock screen. You can type any text here and add it on the lock screen, which will appear at the bottom of the lock screen. These are the customization options available on the Pixel phone. Alright, now it's time you guys decide which lock screen is the best in terms of the customization features, in terms of usability, and in terms of practicality. Which one is the best lock screen that we have on a mobile device? Do drop a comment and let me know your choice. I'm pretty sure about which one you're going to pick, but still I would like to know from you guys which one is the best lock screen we have on a mobile phone. And while you do that, be sure to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button if you find this video useful as well as entertaining. That's about it. Thanks for watching. My name is Salian signing off. Cheers. Bye bye.